What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Quincy Ball Sports. And today we have the only thing you guys asked for, the only video you guys care about, Bracketology. Last week's Bracketology got 3,000 views.
Welcome.
3,000 views. So I'm glad you guys liked it. A lot of people liked it, so we're gonna do it again. And we don't have one bracket. We have four. And I'll tell you why we have four. My friends, you guys, you know Murray. Murray, say hi.
Hi. LSU sucks.
Okay, so you guys know Murray. So you know Murray, but my other friend, Wellman and Vince, they both said, they go, this can't be that hard. We want to make our own brackets. And I said, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. So each one of the four of us has their own bracket. So please welcome Tyler Wellman. What do you have to say?
What's up? Indiana is Final Four material. I don't care what you guys say.
Okay, and Vince?
What up? Imagine being a part of the Indiana Losers.
For reference, Tyler's an Indiana fan and Vince is a Purdue fan. But anyway, I'm going to go through my bracket. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to go through my bracket first, and then we'll see what the boys have.
Imagine beating your players.
You need to shit.
Not having a natty at all.
Okay, so my bracket. On the one line, we have Gonzaga, Baylor, Michigan, and Ohio State, same as last time. On the two line, we have Houston, Virginia, Illinois, and Alabama. I think that's also the same as last time. Three line, we have Texas Tech, Texas, Oklahoma, and Villanova. Villanova lost to Creighton. They got killed by Creighton, actually.
What you call that?
Murray did. Murray picked Creighton. So I have Villanova down to a 3. Also, Oklahoma beat West Virginia in double overtime. That was a thriller. So Oklahoma and West Virginia swapped from 4 and 3 from last time. Also, okay, so we have that. Last four in, St. John's, Indiana, Minnesota, who got thrashed by a bad Maryland team. Missouri, they lost in overtime to Arkansas. Arkansas, you guys were begging for Arkansas in the last video. So Arkansas is in. I have them as a 6. They were completely out last time. So those are among the biggest updates. So let's go through these picks really quickly. Also, sorry if you see a bunch of lagging. Okay, I have Gonzaga over Jackson State / Siena. That's an easy play-in. VCU's been looking a lot better. They are first in the Atlantic 10. They picked up a big win against Dayton. I have them beating 8 seed Purdue. I have Wisconsin over Western Kentucky. They almost beat Michigan, but couldn't close it out. I was really disappointed in them. I have Santa Barbara beating Missouri. The guys don't like it. I like it. Santa Barbara, they're up there in some advanced analytics, and Missouri, they're behind. I think they're behind Penn State, Duke, and Notre Dame in efficiency. They're not a very good team. I don't like Missouri at all. Santa Barbara, big upset there. I'm taking St. Louis over Kansas. They haven't looked very great. Take Texas Tech over Greensboro. Louisville over Xavier. That's a pretty easy one. This would be an interesting matchup because Chris Mack is the coach at Louisville. He used to coach at Xavier, so that'd be a very interesting matchup. Take Alabama over Liberty. Michigan over UMBC. Someone put in the comments, I said only a fool would pick against a 16-seed UMBC team. Take LSU over Drake. Drake played Loyola twice, and Loyola won by 30 the first game, and then Drake won by 1. So that was very interesting. I think LSU killed Tennessee. I mean, they thrashed Tennessee. Take USC over Belmont. West Virginia over Take West Virginia over Colgate. I'm taking Arkansas over the play-in. Villanova, BYU, Houston. Take Baylor, Florida over UConn. I like the Bonnies. I like the Bonnies against Creighton. I think the Bonnies can win that. Take Iowa. Who's deleting my background? Put that back. Okay, that's fine. I'll take Iowa over Winthrop. I'll take Colorado lost to Cal. That was a bad loss to Florida State. I'll take Texas over South Dakota. San Diego State over Oregon. Illinois over James Madison. Ohio State, UNC. I like Toledo over Tennessee. Toledo is Toledo is up there in offensive efficiency numbers. I think they could definitely beat Tennessee. I'll take North Texas over Virginia Tech. North Texas is a pretty good team. They're leading Conference USA. They're actually tied with Western Kentucky, so I'm going to take North Texas. I'll take Colorado State over Rutgers, Oklahoma over Southern Utah, Loyola over Clemson, and Virginia over Mount St. Mary. Let's skip ahead to the Sweet 16. I'll take Gonzaga, Wisconsin, Texas Tech, Bama, Michigan, West Virginia. West Virginia USC was close, but I think West Virginia is a little bit more experienced. I like Arkansas. A lot of people brought to my attention that Arkansas is a pretty good team and should be respected. So I'm going to take them over Villanova. Villanova has been falling and falling fast. Take Houston. I'm taking Loyola over Virginia. Actually, Loyola is number 1 in defensive efficiency. For you people that didn't know, so I think they could beat Virginia at their own game. Take Oklahoma. This would be a good matchup. Toledo and North Texas. Take Toledo. Take Ohio State, Illinois, Texas. We'll take Iowa over the Bonnies. So that's the Sweet 16. Baylor would kill Florida. Murray, sorry, they'd kill Florida. To the Elite Eight, I'll take Gonzaga over Wisconsin. Someone said on CBS, they said if Wisconsin plays their best game against Gonzaga, they could beat them. I still don't think they could. So I'll take them. I'll take Texas Tech over Alabama. That was a close one. I took West Virginia over Michigan. I think with Bob Huggins' experience, they could definitely take down Michigan. I'll take Houston over Archie. Take Loyola over Oklahoma. Loyola is actually 10th in total efficiency. They're actually looking really, really good. I'll take Ohio State over Toledo. Illinois over Texas. Baylor over Iowa. I have some questions about Iowa. They're 100 and what are they? They're really low in defense. They're in the hundreds for defensive efficiency. To the Final Four, I have Houston, Gonzaga, Baylor, and Loyola. I'm really liking Loyola. If they wouldn't have lost by 1 to Drake, I would like them a lot more. But I really think I had them in the Final Four last time, and they did nothing but prove to me why they belong. I really think that they're a really good team and a force to be reckoned with. But eventually, I'm going to have the same championship matchup as I have had for the last 8 weeks, and I'm picking the same team, Baylor. Baylor, I'll say it before, I'll say it again. Until they give me a reason not to, I'm going to have them in my national championship. So next, we're going to have Wellman go. Let's scroll over to his bracket. Wellman, take it away.
All right, here. So I'm going to start playing teams that don't really matter too much. Northeastern, Abilene Christian, and the 16 seeds, along with Jackson State and Morgan State. I really don't really care who wins because they're not getting out of the first round. So pick your poison. And the 11 seed play-ins, I got Louisville and Utah State. Louisville's not good, so they're going to play in. And then in the other one, I got San Diego State versus NC State. Don't sleep on the Wolfpack.
I think I'm going to sleep because they have a losing record.
I don't care. Don't sleep on them, but they won't make it out of the first round either. So then the 1 seeds, we're going to go Gonzaga, Baylor, obvious choices. And then we're going to take Ohio State and Oklahoma.
What in the world?
Oklahoma is very good, as been shown offensively, and then taking down what's their face, West Virginia. I think I'm very high on West Virginia as well. 2 seeds, I have Texas Tech. Where are they at?
Michigan.
Texas Tech, West Virginia, Michigan, and Virginia. Michigan's not a 1 seed because they had not played nowhere near as many games. Still salty that Ohio State got in the college football playoff because they played 6 games. So kind of in the same boat there. Didn't play enough games, which is why they're 2 seed.
I don't know, man. They're 14-1.
Don't care. And the 3 seeds. Who are my 3 seeds?
You have Houston, Mizzou,
Houston, Missouri, Alabama, and
Texas.
Yep. Texas, very high on them this year. I think they're very good defensively. It's hard to score against them. And they also have very decent offensive rate as well.
They're 22 in offense, 23 in defense, so they're very well
Exactly.
rounded.
So very good, both sides of the ball. With the 4 seeds, big FSU guy, the best team in Florida, without a doubt. We're gonna take Illinois. They should be lower, but
They should be lower.
They should be lower.
They're 5th in the country, and you have them as a 4, and you said they should be lower?
They should be. I mean, come on now. You can't be having very close games. So Indiana.
You have Indiana as a 10.
Yeah, no, they should be higher. I should switch Illinois and Indiana.
Be the number 1 seed in the NIT is what they should be.
No, that's Michigan State. Don't sleep.
Whoa.
Michigan
When
State's
was the
winning
last
the
time you
NIT.
took down Iowa in both games of the season? Yeah, that's what I thought.
When's the last time you beat Purdue?
Hey, women's golf. Shut up. All right. So then we got 5 seeds, right? I think
All right, after 5 seeds, just go on to the picks.
All right, yeah. 5 seeds. We got Rutgers. They're a sleeper. Expect them to go very deep into the tournament. We got Iowa. They're not good. They're on a very bad run right now.
They just beat Michigan State by 30.
Kansas and USC. So potential there, but that's what I got for the 5 seeds. All right, and then I have Gonzaga. They're making the Elite 8. They're just gonna gollywop everybody that gets there. So they're gonna kill Iowa in the Sweet 16. It's not going to be a competitive game. It's going to be double digit win for Gonzaga. I have West Virginia and Texas playing in the Elite 8 also in that bracket. And Texas is going to come out very, very, very close game.
Here, wait, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
So I asked last time about Oklahoma State. So basically right now they're banned from the tournament, but if they get a court date and can appeal before Selection Sunday, they can get in. So Wellman and Murray both have Oklahoma State in. Vince and I don't. So that's why you might. That's why
I have them as a 7 seed just because of their tournament ban. I don't know. I don't want to put them too high. I don't want to put them too low. So it's pretty good for them. And then with that Texas-Gonzaga matchup in the Elite 8, Texas is going to take it. I think the fact that Gonzaga is a very, very young team, they are carried by Suggs. It's going to catch up to them.
They're really
Texas.
not.
They are carried with Suggs. You're not going to tell me otherwise. So, yeah, Texas.
I don't even think Suggs is their best player.
And then we go to next bracket underneath them. We got Ohio State, and they're going to take on Rutgers in the Elite 8. And I have Houston as the 3 seed taking on Texas Tech. Unfortunately, I was very close on putting Indiana over Texas Tech. I think.
I don't know. That's not what your bracket says.
Well, don't worry. It's going to be a close game. You wish.
No, okay. Do you guys want to hear a funny story? So Texas Tech, of our friend group, Texas Tech has beaten Florida in the tournament. They've beaten Purdue in the tournament. They beat Michigan State in the tournament. And if this comes out, they're taking another name. We're taking Indiana too. Texas Tech just dominates our friend group.
I'm taking the stats wise, but I truly think Indiana could pull it off. Ooh, that's a good goalie. So we have Houston, Texas Tech. Tech is going to win that one. Unfortunately, I hate to see my Houston Cougars go down, but
all right, he loves Houston.
It's got to happen at some point. And Ohio State, they are just unstoppable. I think. Oh my God, Mary. Ohio State's going to roll over Rutgers, and they're also going to beat Texas Tech by a decent amount. Between Ohio State and Texas, it's going to be Ohio State. I mean, they're extremely good offensively. They put up really good points. I think they put up 80 the other night. against my Hoosiers, and we held one of their highest scorers to 3 points, which is shows you how good their offense is. On your side, Florida, yeah, don't even think about it. They're taking a big L to get Baylor in the second round. But here is where I have my first big upset. We have Colorado State. They're going to beat Kansas as that 12-5 matchup, and then Colorado State is going to take another body, and they are going to take out Illinois as that 4 seed.
I don't know why you people hate Illinois. I don't know why you people hate Illinois.
Because they're terrible.
Thank you. You finally learned it, Wellman.
I mean, come on, man. You got to have a first name that's more than 3 syllables. All right. Baylor's going to unfortunately take out Colorado State. And then another upset I have is going to be Arkansas. They're going to take out Bama with that 6-3 matchup in the second round. Murray, you are so ugly. Arkansas will then continue their role, I think, and they're going to take out the number 2 seed, Virginia. But let's move on to the Elite Eight. But they are not going to be any match for Baylor. Baylor's insane. So Baylor is in the Final Four. And then in the final bracket, we have Oklahoma State as that 1 seed.
They're gross.
Too bad, Quincy. And, hey, Quincy, just remember how nobody has Michigan State in their tournament. That shows something. And, all right, so Oklahoma, they're going to get their way with their first 2 games. And then I think they're going to have a very close game with Wisconsin at Sweet 16. And I don't think they're going to have enough to take out a Big Ten school because the Big Ten actually runs the country. It's insane. So Wisconsin moving on to the Elite Eight. And then we have Missouri as the 3 seed in the lower part of that bracket. And Michigan, unlike Quincy, who is very questionable sometimes, Loyola's not making it out of the first round. They're losing to Xavier.
No, they're not. So, they're not losing to Xavier.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. Xavier's not good. They got killed by UConn yesterday.
Imagine losing to Drake. That's all I'm saying.
By 1.
So
a 20-2 team.
You have to get past the fact that they're from Chicago, and they're not going to have another run like they did. So they're out in the first round. So like Sweet 16 there, just going to take the chalk with Michigan and Mizzou, and I think close game. Missouri's going to take it.
Mizzou is not good. They're not good.
Shut up.
They're not good.
But, so that leaves Missouri and Wisconsin, and I think Wisconsin's going to go on a roll here. They're going to take them to go on a little bit of a roll, and they're going to beat Missouri. I know SEC team, Mary, you're mad, but they're mad. But they're going to have a very, very hard time with Baylor and not going to be able to stop them. So it's going to be Baylor, Ohio State, the Natty, and then Ohio State, they're going to sneak away with it.
Okay, so that's Wellman's bracket. Not very good in my opinion. But now we're going to scroll over and see what Murray has to say.
It's not important. It's all bad.
Shut up.
Okay, so
everybody in the comment section just roast me.
Okay, Murray, take it away.
All right, so first off, my final team. For your 16 seeds, you're going to have Abilene Christian taking on Jackson State, and then Morgan State taking on Iona. The 11 seeds are going to be St. John's and Oklahoma State just because they have the tournament ban. Not sure if they're in yet. And then Indiana versus garbage LSU. Your 1 seeds are Gonzaga, Baylor, Virginia, and Michigan. And we're just going to go top to bottom, left to right, until like that. All right, so I have Gonzaga beating the play-in team. Really don't care who wins that game. I have my Gators taking out the Billikens of St. Louis. Let's cut. I have Wisconsin beating Oregon. Missouri beating Minnesota. Florida State beating Boise State. Texas beating UC Santa Barbara. I have St. Bonaventure taking out North Carolina, the 10-7 matchup. I also have Ohio State taking out Northeastern. The second half of this bracket, Michigan taking Colgate. I have Wichita State in my bracket. Nobody else does for some reason.
Because they're not
I have
good.
them as a 9 seed beating Colorado. I was close to taking the Liberty on the 12-5 here, but I'll just take Virginia Tech. I have West Virginia taking Ohio State. And then UCLA taking – I have Indiana winning this game, so UCLA is going to be Indiana, of course.
Oh, whoa.
I have Alabama taking out Bryant. I have Drake as a 10 seed. Probably going to move them up if they get another big win. They're beating 7 seed Utah State. And then I have Oklahoma taking out Eastern Washington. The top right, I have Baylor taking out the playing team. I have Louisville beating Purdue in the 8-9.
Whoa.
I have my first.
Not even going to be a close game. Purdue sucks.
I don't know why.
I don't know. Louisville. Yeah. Louisville's not that great, though.
Yeah, neither is Purdue.
Like, I love Louisville.
One
They're not
big
that great this
dude
year.
in the middle that doesn't come off the bench. What, Travion? Yeah.
Travion is goated.
He's the only good player on that team.
My first major.
I don't know. Too bad we get like freshman of the week every week.
Wow, Big Ten Freshman of the Week.
Hey,
Am I
every
supposed to
week,
be scared?
it's the Purdue freshman every week. Just saying.
Congrats.
Winning a natty next year.
Shut up.
Okay, so my first major upset, I have 12-seeded Belmont taking out USC. Creighton over Western Kentucky. Tennessee over Toledo. Iowa taking out the UMBC. I have BYU in taking out San Diego State, and then Villanova taking out the Purple Deers.
The Grand Canyon Antelopes.
The second half of the right side of the bracket, I have 1 seed Virginia taking out Texas State. Houston over Rutgers. I was close to taking VCU over Kansas, but I think Kansas will pull it out. I have Illinois losing to South Dakota.
I can't handle the Illinois slander, dude.
Illinois is not good.
The Illinois slander is just
Illinois
is
is set
terrible.
up to lose in the first round. I don't care who they beat. They're playing the same teams every week. South Dakota State would definitely beat
They're
them.
playing the same teams every.
South Dakota.
Oh, they're only playing the hardest competition in college basketball. They're bad.
It's not the hardest competition in basketball.
Yes, it is, man.
I don't even have South Dakota. The worst part is I don't even have South Dakota State in my bracket.
They're beating Illinois either way. Okay. I have 16 Arkansas beating probably St. John's in the 11 seed matchup. Tech over Winthrop. Ew. I also have Loyola losing to Xavier because I don't see the Loyola hype at all.
Nope. It's not there. Non-existent.
And then I have Houston taking out UNC Greensboro. Back to the top left. Oh, God, it's pain to kill me.
You would
I
get
could
killed.
beat Florida.
This would be a murder.
By 50. Gonzaga
Murder.
by 50.
Murder.
I have Missouri beating Wisconsin.
No.
I have
No. No.
Missouri's looking at Final Four.
Minnesota's bad. I mean, not Minnesota.
Just because they're in the SEC, they're a Final Four team according to Murray. So,
Facts. Anyways, I have Texas beating that garbage team from Tallahassee. Ohio State running over St. Bonaventure. I have Michigan beating Wichita State, not by much, but they will.
Yes, by much.
I have West Virginia taking out Virginia Tech. This will be a very good game to watch. UCLA over Alabama over UCLA, and then Oklahoma over Drake. Okay. I have Baylor over Louisville. I have Belmont defeating Creighton. Another Cinderella run here. Sort of. Not really, but it's there.
Yes, really. It's a
I
12
have
season.
Iowa over Tennessee. Iowa's the better team.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
Tell me when they play some defense.
Okay.
tell me when Tennessee's good.
Tennessee's not good. I have Villanova taking out BYU. That would also be a good game to watch. Second half, I have Virginia taking out UConn. I have Kansas defeating South Dakota State.
Nah.
Texas Tech over Arkansas.
No.
Over Xavier. To the Elite Eight now. I have Gonzaga over Missouri. I have Ohio State over Texas. Come on. Okay. I have Michigan over West Virginia. and I have Oklahoma over Alabama. I have Baylor over Belmont.
Wow, shocker.
Villanova over Iowa. That'd be a very close game. I have Virginia over Kansas, and I have Texas Tech over Houston. Let's see. I have Gonzaga losing to Ohio State. That would be a very close game. I have Michigan beating I have Baylor beating Villanova. And then I have Virginia beating Texas Tech once again.
Hey.
My final four is Ohio State, Michigan, Baylor, and Virginia. Baylor, Michigan in the championship. Michigan wins.
That's nasty.
Oh, that's gross.
That's
National
nasty.
champion.
That's nasty. Ew. That's terrible. I think the only Final Four team I can see out of yours is Baylor. Virginia, I don't think Virginia's got the offense to make it. All right, lastly, Vince, please bring some sanity to the bracketology. Vince, you're up.
So the 16 seeds at Morgan State, Evelyn Christian, Jackson State, and this sorry organization of a team.
Why do you hate Southern Utah?
Their booty cheeks.
Why do you hate Southern?
Random team that hate.
One seeds are Gonzaga, Baylor, Michigan, and Ohio State. Two seeds are Alabama, Illinois. Who else has two seeds? Alabama, Illinois.
Houston, Virginia.
Houston and Virginia. Three seeds are Villanova, Texas Tech, Oklahoma, and Iowa. Four seeds, Florida State, Texas, USC, and Tennessee. Five seeds, Virginia Tech, West Virginia, Creighton, and Mizzou. And then six seeds, Kansas, Wisconsin, Arkansas, and Loyola. Sevens are going to be San Diego State, Purdue, UCLA, and Rutgers. Eights are Louisville, Oregon, Xavier, and Florida. Nines are UConn, Clemson, Utah State, and Drake.
All right, that's enough for seeds. That's good.
Okay, so I have Gonzaga beating the play-in teams. I have Louisville beating Drake. I do not like Drake. Drake is not a good team. And then I have Creighton beating Belmont. Creighton's a very good team. I think they're very underrated for who they are. Texas beating Liberty. Wisconsin beating Colorado State. A lot of people like Colorado State. I don't see it. So I have Wisconsin beating them. I have Iowa beating South Dakota State. Rutgers beating Colorado. Colorado is awful.
They lost to a 7-15 Cal team, but yet they're like top 10 in the net and have like a really good efficiency. I don't know with them.
They're not good.
I'm gonna go with
Purdue.
Debatable.
They're not better than Purdue would run over Colorado. I like
Alabama
that.
over UMBC. Michigan, UConn over Florida.
Obviously,
I
I love that UConn pick.
Funny jokes.
Virginia Tech over Boise State. USC over North Texas. Arkansas over the play-in. Villanova. VCU over San Diego State. I hate San Diego State. I always have.
Why?
Every year. Even when they were good last year, I hated
You don't like Kawhi Leonard?
No. And then from the top, I have Baylor beating Planned, Utah State beating Oregon, Missouri beating the Bonnies, Florida State beating Colgate, Toledo beating Kansas. I don't think Kansas is as good as what they normally are in the past. And Toledo's got a very good offense, so I'm going to take Toledo as an upset. I have Oklahoma, UCLA over Minnesota, Illinois over Cleveland State, Ohio State, Xavier over Clemson, West Virginia over BYU, Tennessee over UNC Greensboro, Loyola over the Plain, Texas Tech over Siena, Purdue over UNC, and Virginia over Bryant. And then to get into the Sweet 16, I have Gonzaga beating Louisville, Texas beating Creighton, Iowa beating Wisconsin, Alabama beating Rutgers, Michigan beating UConn, USC beating Virginia Tech, Villanova beating Arkansas, and Houston beating VCU. And then on this side, I have Baylor beating Utah State, Florida State beating Missouri.
Obviously, that's an easy one.
Oklahoma beating Toledo, Illinois beating UCLA, Ohio State beating Xavier, West Virginia beating Tennessee, Texas Tech beating Loyola, and Virginia beating Purdue.
Again, by the way.
Again, sadly.
Because they own Purdue.
Yeah.
How do you let him? He was on his own.
I don't want to talk about that.
Mommy day, dear kid.
Yeah, it was a sad day. To get into the Elite Eight, I got Gonzaga over Texas. That'll be a really good game, but I got Gonzaga pulling it out. Same thing with this, Iowa and Alabama. They both score a lot, but I do have Alabama getting away with the win because if you stop Luka Garza, you pretty much win.
Not really.
Unless you're Michigan.
Because he could just kick it to Bohannon and Reese K.
The biggest upset.
All right. You're gonna have to explain this one.
The biggest upset in this tournament is I have USC over Michigan.
Oh, two terrible schools.
There's always so in.
Hold on, wait. Before you go, hold on. Two football schools. I use quotes because they both suck at football.
Terrible. USC's gonna be good. Notre Dame.
Keaton Slovis is overrated. Okay, continue.
Have you seen their draft?
Keep going, Vince.
In tournament history, there's always good schools that there's always just one huge upset. Nobody's thinking about it, and I think USC matches best with Michigan because Michigan is they just like to hold the ball the entire game, while USC is they shoot the ball and they rarely ever have the ball in their hand because they're always just fast-paced. And I think even though Michigan likes having the ball most of the game, USC will still pull out a win. And I also just don't think Michigan is they're a good team. They're a really good team, but I just don't see them. I don't see them going anywhere past the into the Elite Eight.
I do.
I have Houston over Villanova, and then on the top part, I have Baylor over Florida State. I have Oklahoma over Illinois. That'll be another really good game. I have Ohio State beating West Virginia and Texas Tech beating Virginia. And then to get into the Final Four, I have Gonzaga beating Alabama, Houston beating USC, Texas Tech beating Ohio State, and Baylor beating Oklahoma. So the Final Four is Gonzaga, Houston, Baylor, Texas Tech, and then I have the two clearly front runners to make the Natty is Gonzaga and Baylor in the Natty, and then I have Baylor getting the win for the national championship.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, so here's what I took from all 35 minutes of this. There are two people here that know what they're doing. They make great picks. They think alike, and they very much.
Quincyville Sports is one of them.
No, and they know what they're doing, and they make some good brackets. And then there are two people here that are clowns that have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think you guys could you guys know who I'm talking about. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put up a poll on my community tab. Let us know who has the best bracket. Who has the best bracket? So good. Oh wait, Welbin, what's this under your name? What's this?
What's under Vince's name?
Hey, what's under your name, Alvin? What is that?
That's like a blank space.
That's like Go Gators?
Home of one national championship for women's golf. That's the best. That's okay. That's a great way to seal this up. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.